Hi everyone, this is Lori here from Lori Hooks. Welcome. Thanks for hanging out with me today. So today is an acquisitions video. I got in a thing one day and I just started buying stuff. I bought way too much stuff, but let's show you what I have bought in the last couple weeks. So let's get started with what I'm wearing. So you guys can see what it looks like. So it is a hoodie and it says crochet is cool. And I thought this was a really cool sweatshirt. I don't even remember what I was doing, but I was on something and this came up and I was like, oh, I need that. So this comes from Be Hooked Crochet. She has, if you're not familiar with Be Hooked Crochet, she has a website. She has a bunch of free patterns. She has some paid patterns. I believe she has a crochet channel and a knit channel on YouTube. So yeah, she's got quite a thing. And I saw this, sweatshirt somewhere. And I was like, oh, that is so cute. And I clicked on the link and I opened it up. And I don't know why her site came up in Canadian dollars, but it came up in Canadian dollars and it was $45 Canadian. Which for those of you in the US, that's about $33 US. And I was like, wow, that's a pretty good price. So put it in my cart and then, which is the often thing that happens, she wouldn't ship it to Canada, which is fine. I get it. International shipping is confusing. Figuring out the extra charges, there's extra paperwork. It is a lot of work. I get it. So she wouldn't ship to Canada, so I did what I do when I want something and they won't ship to Canada. I shipped it to Shipzy. So if this is their first time watching me talk about this and you are in Canada, you might be interested in this. So I will talk about it today because it's been a while since I've talked about this. So Shipzy is a company that, and I understand they do both directions. They will do from Canada to US as well as US to Canada. The Canada to the US is done under a different company name. I think it's called something Stallion Express or something like that. But the addresses are the same as Shipzy's physical addresses. But so the way that Shipzy works is to sign up for an account. It's free. So you sign up for an account, you provide them your information, and they give you a US address. So it is US physical address, and then you put a number on it, either as a separate line in the shipping address, or you put like a number beside your name, and that's how they designate that it's yours. So this portion is free. You sign up for the account, and you get something shipped to that address, which is what I did. So then once they receive your package, they send you an email and say, we got your package. Please let us know what's in there. So now you go on their website and you tell them what's in the package. So in my case, I went online and I told them that it was a sweatshirt and told them what the value was. Now they want the value in US dollars, not Canadian dollars. So I had to go and figure out the exchange rate. So that's why I know this sweater's value is $33 US. So I put the $33 in and uploaded a receipt from Be Hooked, which is what they request. And that's what you do for the online declaration. Now, because my receipt was in Canadian dollars, I then sent them an email saying, hi guys, I know my receipt's in Canadian dollars and I told you the value is 33 US. I used this calculator to figure it out. And their customer service is so great. They emailed me back like within 10 minutes and they were like, okay, perfect. Thank you very much for letting us know. We're going to release your package right now. So that's great. So then they released my package. At this point, it's like somewhere around, the address isn't Niagara Falls anymore, but it's right near Niagara Falls on the US side. So then at that point, it gets shipped out. Now I live really close to one of their offices. It's like a 15-minute drive from my house, and it's an area that I go to fairly frequently. It's like a little bit past where Michael's is. We'll put it that way. So it's an area that I do go to. So it took about, I think I released my package on a Friday, and it was available for pickup on Tuesday. So on the Tuesday, they sent me an email. Your package is ready for pickup, and this is the cost. So they charge $6.99 Canadian to bring the product across the border. So that's like their shipping charge, and then you have to pay tax on it. So you pay tax on any item over, in Ontario, it's $28. I don't know if it's the same price for all of Canada, but I know for Ontario it's $28, and I can't remember if it's $28 US or Canadian. I just remember it's $28. So anyways, so my tax charge was, in Ontario we pay 13% tax. So my tax charge was 13% on the $45. So my Shipzy cost was about $13 or something like that, with the $6.99, and then it was just under $6 in tax, and then maybe it was whatever that adds up to be. That's what my Shipzy charge was, which is pretty reasonable when you think about it. And I'm going to get into that a little bit further afterwards on how reasonable that really is. Now, it's especially reasonable for me because I lived close to a Shipzy office. Now, in Ontario, there's a whole bunch of them. Like there's one in Mississauga, there's one in Markham, there's one in London, Ontario. There's one somewhere in BC, but I don't remember where. At least I think it's still there. And I don't know if they released open up any other offices in between, but you still can use them if you're other places. They will ship it into Mississauga, which is their main office, and from there they ship it out from Mississauga to wherever you are. If I remember correctly, that's what they do. So, and their charges to ship it wherever you are really reasonable. I looked one time just to make sure, and their prices are very reasonable to ship to other places. So that is my Shipzy explanation. Very long, I hope not confusing. If you have questions about Shipzy, or if you feel uncomfortable about using Shipzy and you want to reach out to me, feel free. My email address is in the description box below, as well as you can feel free to write me a comment. So that's my sweatshirt, and I love it. I've worn it a few times now. I got it last Tuesday. I love my sweatshirt. And I did size up. She said the sizes were unisex. I did get an extra large, which is what I would normally buy. This is more like a men's extra large. It is a little bit big, but I like it big. That's all good. Loving the sweatshirt. So then the next thing I bought, I needed more Sheepy's Katona, and was on Wool Warehouse's website, and Wool Warehouse's prices for Sheepy's Katona is very reasonable. And their color selection is really good. So I got on there and I bought some Sheepy's Katona, and because we're talking about shipping, I just want to talk about this. So Wool Warehouses in the UK, you can go in there and you can say to convert to Canadian dollars. So that way I know here in Canada how much money I'm paying to make sure that the prices are reasonable. Because if the prices were showing in British pounds, I would be very confused. I need a drink, just a minute. So anyways, what's amazing about Wool Warehouse is that they ship everything in a bag, which is fine. You know, one of those big bags like this big. They charge $8 Canadian. That is fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. If you order enough stuff that they have to ship it in 2 of those bags, then they charge you $8 for each bag. So it's $16. So you ship something from the UK, it can ship for $8. But yet when I buy something in the States, like for this, for example, I think the shipping on it was like B-Hook charged me, I think $11 to ship it from wherever she was to Niagara Falls. And then I had to pay the Shipzy fee on top of that, which I'm not complaining about the cost. I'm really not complaining about the cost. What I'm complaining about the fact is that why does shipping cost so much more money here and in the US than it does in other places? Just blows me away. So anyways, I did buy some more Sheepy's Katona. Not very exciting. I needed to buy it for Polly the Bee, which if you watched my other video, I'm making Polly the Bee. And I didn't have the colors that I needed, so I ordered those from Wool Warehouse. I used the British version of Canada Post. They call it British Post? I think it's called British Post. That was the $8 shipping method. Took one day under 2 weeks, and that was during Easter weekend. So that's amazing, 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 amazing. $8, amazing. Don't be afraid to buy from Wool Warehouse. They're great. So that was my Wool Warehouse order. I'm not going to bother showing you because Sheepy's Katona is not that exciting. So the next thing I bought. Everybody has been buying those dots hooks. I needed me some dots hooks. So I bought the dots hooks. And when I was on there, I saw these really cute scissors. They are Knit Pick scissors. Knit Picks. There's the scissors. I'll take them out of the package. They're coming out slowly. It's a nice bag. Anyway, scissors. They have a cover. I can already tell they're really sharp. They got nice pokey ends. So got me some new scissors, and these can go in my project bag, and I can just leave them in there because right now I usually just grab a bunch of the stuff that I need and throw in my project bag when I go somewhere. But these ones I can leave them in. So I got those nice cover on them. Okay, the dots hooks. I did open the box, but I did not try them out. Maybe I didn't open the box because this feels like it's never been opened. No, I did open the box. I just took a quick look at them. So a bunch of other people did reviews on these dots hooks. I bought a set. And I thought they would be really great because sometimes I like to crochet outside. And there is a $15 hook living underneath my deck that I can't get out. My deck has slats, and I now have a little carpet that I roll over the area that, well, I don't roll it over there when I'm crocheting. I leave it there all the time. But we have a little carpet on the deck now that's there just because there's a $15 hook underneath my deck. So for $25 US, I thought these were an amazing buy, and then I have something for using outside. And hopefully once I've used them for a bit, they get smoother. And I kind of like these long handles. This was the one that I bought it for this one and for this one. Because, so let's go, this is the 2 point. Oh, it says this is 3mm. Why does this look bigger? No, I have them the wrong way around. So this is a 2.5mm, and look how big that handle is. This is my Tulip 2.5. And look how much bigger that handle is. That was the reason why I bought these. I think that bigger handle is going to really help me out. As long as I find the hook slippery enough, we will find out. But I'm looking forward to trying them out. They've been living in the box waiting to show you guys, and I should have got them out and used them a bit for review purposes, but I just didn't. Which is reminding me, I forgot something. I totally forgot. This sweater came with a skein of yarn, and I never showed it to you guys. Let me grab that skein of yarn. Yes, so this sweater came with a surprise skein of yarn. You didn't get to pick what it was, and this is what she sent me. So this is Peyton Sheetland Chunky. This is a 5 weight. Recommended crochet hook is a 6mm. It's got the symbols, so it looks like it's, I'm pretty sure that says wash and lay flat to dry. The color is Country Sky Barg, B-A-R-G, Barg. And the content is 75% acrylic, 25% wool. And this is a pretty woolly wool. I don't know if I could have requested not wool, like if you had a wool allergy. I don't know if you could have sent her a separate email saying no wool. I don't remember if there was comments on the order. I think if you were to send her a separate email, she wouldn't have even gotten it in time, because I remember I bought this on a Sunday night or Sunday afternoon, and this thing, she had already done the shipping preparation and documents and everything by like 8:30 on Monday morning. So I don't know if you could have requested that, but it came with a skein of yarn. 45 bucks, amazing. $33 US. Sorry, flying wool. Anyways, so that is that. I am all over the place today, all over the place. So the last place that I purchased from is Herrschners. So I don't know if you're like me, but I get a Herrschners catalog every month, and every month I look at this yarn. I finally bought it. So this is what the yarn looks like. Comes in this bag. And they have different colors of this, but I've been eyeing this color for months. And I guess I will open up the bag and show it to you guys. I wasn't going to, but hopefully I can reclose the bag. Yes, I think I can. Maybe. Maybe not. Okay, so these 4 skeins, and I have my computer here. Let me just switch which screen I'm on. Actually, I lied. I have another acquisition after this one. Here's Herrschners. So this package was $17.99 US for these 4. And so the colors all match. Get the variegated one out. These are so big. So the colors all match this one, which this is Hershner's Worsted Stripes. And the color that I got is, oh, they do this white writing on here and it's so hard to read. The color name is Flourish. And this had a tab. I think I accidentally pushed it in. There it goes. So this is Hershner's Worsted Stripes, and this is 100% acrylic. It's a 4 weight, and there is, how much yarn is there on here? 8 ounces, 226 grams, 489 yards, 448 meters. On the stripes one, the solid ones, the specs the same. 8 ounces, 489 yards, 448 meters, so it's the same. Recommended crochet hook is a 4-inch. Seems small for a 4 weight, but okay. So this purpley pink color is Boysenberry. This one is Stem, and the one I dropped is still in the bag. This one is Glacier. So came these 4 in the bag. I can do this. I can do this. For $17.99, and they all match. They all work together. So my plan was to make a blanket using the variegated, using this one. So I need more of these. So I bought 4 more of these. 2, 4. So altogether I have 5 of the variegated stripes and 1 of each color. And for the colors, solid colors, I plan to use for the border. That's how I roll. That's how I like to do things. And I even have a pattern in mind, but unfortunately the pattern it's a Herrschner's pattern and it's a free pattern, but it's for a baby blanket. And I'll insert a picture here of what that baby blanket looks like. I don't want to do that border, but I want to use that pattern for the middle. And I like the way it has the shells and then a row of single crochet. I think it looks really pretty, and I think it looks really pretty in the stripes yarn. So I'm really looking forward to working that up, but it doesn't tell you what the repeat is to make it for a larger blanket. So I'm going to need to do a swatch and figure it out, because I read the pattern and I didn't figure out. Now maybe I just read it. I was reading it, I guess, on Sunday night. It's possible my brain just wasn't processing that day. So yeah, and I didn't tell you the price for these individual ones. They were $4.97 each. Sorry, my computer's down there. So I got a whole bunch of those to make a blanket. And the other thing that I bought, because they had like a cotton deal going on, was they had a deal that you called it a bag of 10. They're not a bag. There's 10 of these thrown in the bottom of this box. This is what they are. So it is Soho Cotton Chic. The color I got is Eggshell. And these are a 4-weight, 100% cotton. And there is 3.5 ounces, 100 grams, 207 yards, 190 meters on here. And this is, if I read the symbols correctly, wash and do not dry. And they recommend a 4.5 millimeter hook. And it's a pretty light 4. And I do have a pattern in mind for this. It is a wearable. There's 10 of these. And I got the 10 of these for, I need to scroll, $29.90 US. And the price on these each was, if you bought them individually, they were either 50 cents more or $1 more. So it was a deal to get the 10. I'm just disappointed they weren't in a bag, because it said a bag of 10. I know I'm being a complainer. So that is my Hershner's order. Oh, and I got a discount. I found a coupon code to get, I think, 15% off. So that was a pretty good savings, 15% on my order. So that wasn't bad. And so then I said I was going to talk about Shipzy again in terms of shipping costs. So I want to talk about shipping costs of this. Hershner's does ship to Canada, so I did request them to ship it to Canada. The total on my order US after the $15% discount was about $57.50. Yes. Sorry, math involved. And Hershner's charged me $21.90 US to ship it here. Now, Hershner's sometimes has days where they charge $2.95 to ship within the US. On a regular day when they don't have a deal for shipping, I don't know what they charge within US, but I'm thinking it's probably like $10 or $12. But the kicker was when it got here, now this was coming by Canada Post. And Canada Post is sometimes lazy and they don't nail us with customs. So when they don't nail us with customs, it's a really good deal. Now, I'm not wording it in a bad way. If you're buying from the States and you're buying product that's worth over $28, it is eligible for customs. You're supposed to pay tax on it, and the shipping company that you use, they charge something to clear it. So in Canada Post's case, they charge you, I think, $9.99 plus tax to clear, plus whatever the tax was on the item. So when I went to pick up, so that was the other thing. Because there was a COD charge, they didn't bring it to my house. I had to go to the post office and get it, which is like a 7-minute drive from my house, which is really annoying. If I didn't drive, it would be a severe problem because it would take you like an hour to walk there. Maybe not an hour, but a long time to walk there. So anyway, so that's kind of annoying that they don't bring it to your house when there's a COD charge, and then I had to pay the $22 when I got there to get it. I'm pretty sure that if I had shipped this with Shipzy, I would have saved a lot of money. Because I'm thinking I probably would have paid around $10 or $12 to ship it to my Shipzy address. Shipzy would have brought it across the border for $6.99 and then charged me the 13% that I paid to Canada Post anyways on my order. So I think the next time I buy from Herrschners, I'm going to get it shipped to Shipzy. Yeah, I think that's the plan. Not that I buy from Herrschners that often. I think this is my second or third time I bought from them ever. But yeah, I think that would be a cheaper option for me. So those were my Journey orders and my sweater. And I did buy from one other place. I bought something from Temu, and Temu just, I'm going to talk about this because I think it's really funny. Well, here's my yarny things I bought from Temu. In order to get free shipping, you have to buy $20 worth of stuff. And sorry, I need my computer. I need the prices. So I bought this bag of 100 stitch markers for $1.59. So these are those plastic stitch markers, and I break these. These are not, I thought they were the small ones. These are the larger ones, so that's okay. They're not quite as large as the large ones that I usually buy, but they're not the small size ones. So I guess that's one problem with Temu. You're not really sure what you're getting. But they're still in the bag. I don't know how good they are, but I got 100 stitch markers. That was $1.59 Canadian. Amazing. And I wanted to try out one of these tension rings, so I got the peacock tension ring. And this guy was $2.58. So I figured for $2.58, I can try it out and see whether or not I like it. These just came yesterday afternoon, so I didn't actually try it yet. So what I think is really funny about Temu, though, is you buy $20 worth of stuff, and then they give you free shipping. So I did have other non-yarny things that I got. It all came in one of those bags, you know, like the size, I think it was said the bag was 15 by 8 inches, and very thin. And Temu's crazy. Like my items, like my total was like $23 Canadian, and they didn't ship it for like, I don't know, 5 days, 7 days. I'm thinking maybe just under a week. And that was over Easter even, I think. Anyways, so they took almost a week to ship it. So they gave me a $5 credit because they took so long to ship it. And then one of my items wasn't available, and it was the most expensive item that I bought. It was $12. So they credited me back, and this credit, like the $5 goes towards my next order. The $12 item that they didn't have, they refunded that back to my card. And then gave me another $5 because that item wasn't available, and that $5 sits as a credit on my account. And then it was supposed to arrive by April 11th, and because they shipped it late, it didn't get here by April 11th. It showed up yesterday, which was April 17th. But on April 11th, they gave me another credit for $5 because my items were late. My order was late. So on a $23 order, they ended up crediting me back $15. That's crazy. How do these people stay open? I don't get it. I'm totally confused how they can stay open. Now, I'm assuming that it shipped from China. The address on the package is a local address, but in the tracking, it shows that it got on a plane. And, you know, once it gets on the plane, it's like 3 days again before it shows up, like before your tracking tracks again. So maybe it wasn't 3 days. It was a long time. Maybe it was over a weekend and that's why it was 3 days. I don't remember. But it flew from somewhere, but yet the package, the address that was on the package is actually, I live really close to Toronto Airport. The address that was on the package was right near the airport. So I'm assuming there's like a logistics warehouse there that everything and that was for them on that plane goes there, and then it gets repackaged and like your shipping label at that point goes on. Maybe not. I don't know. But the address was a local address right near Toronto Airport. So yeah, that was my Temu excitement. I don't know how they're gonna, I mean, I'm assuming they've been around for a while, and just Canada and the US is new, but it's just crazy that their prices are so cheap, and then they ship it for free, and then they refund you 3/4 of your order because they messed up. And they're like, you don't need to refund me $5 because you shipped it late, and then another $5 because it arrived late. Like, of course, if you ship it late, it's going to arrive late. Just all nuts to me. Anyways, that's Temu. So a lot of babbling and chatting and whining. Thanks for hanging out with me today, guys. I appreciate you. If you want to write to me in comments below about anything that you bought recently that just seems crazy fiascos, love to hear from you. If you have any questions about anything I bought, or questions about Shipzy, or questions about anything, feel free to send me an email or to comment in the comment below. I love to hear from you, and I will see you next time on Lori Hooks. Bye everyone.